Now let us consider one problem based on Lagrange's interpolating polynomial. Given that f of 0 equal to 1, f of 1 equal to 3, f of 3 equal to 55. Find the unique polynomial. Find the unique polynomial of degree 2 or less which fits the given data. Find the bound on the error. Is the question. Solution. So first, what is the given here? Given the function is f of x. So x value 0, 1, 3. So given x naught equal to 0 and f of x naught means 1. x1 equal to 1, f of x1 equal to 3. x2 equal to 3 and f of x2 equal to 55. So the tabular form of the given data is like this, right? 0, 1, 3. See, values of x are not equally spaced. Not equally spaced means the difference between 0 and 1 is not equal to difference between 1 and 3. Not equal distance. This distance is not equal. 0, 1 is 1, 1, 3 is 2, like that. Now at 0 this is 1 and this is 3, this is 55, right? This is the given data. Now what is the Lagrange's for the given data of length 3? For the given data of length 3, what is length 3 means? 3 data points are given. 3 data points, nothing but, okay, x0, f0, x1, f1, x2, f2, like that. 3 data points. The quadratic Lagrange's polynomial is what is the formula? P2x, one can write, right? P2x equal to L0 x into f of x0 plus L1 x into f of x1 plus L2 x into f of x2. This is equation 1. And what is L0? What are L0, L1, L2? Lagrange's fundamental polynomials. Now where the Lagrange's fundamental polynomials are, first one, what is that? L0 x. I have already told you how to write L0 x. Right, so how many data points? x0, x1, x2. Okay, 3 data points are there. Delete the difference x minus x0. Write the remaining 2 differences with respect to x minus x1 and x minus x2 divided by, replace x by x0. x0 minus x1, x0 minus x2. So what is this value? This is x1 is 1, x2 is 3, right? And this is x0 minus x1, 0 minus 1, 0 minus 3, right? So this value is finally, this is 1 by 3 of x square minus 4x plus 3, right? Next, similarly, next polynomial is now L1. L1 means delete the difference x minus x1 and write the remaining 2 differences in the numerator and replace x by x1. That's it. Okay, so what is this? X minus 0, x minus 3 by x1 value, that is 1 minus 0, and this is 1 minus 3. So this value is 1 by 2, 3x minus x square. And L2x is, now delete the difference x minus x2. Write the product of remaining 2 differences, that is x minus x0 by x minus x1. Replace x by x2 now. x2 minus x1. So this is equal to x minus 0, x minus 1 by x2 is 3, right? 3 minus 0 and 3 minus 1. After simplification, you will get this polynomial as this. Therefore, 1 implies, what is 1? P2x equal to, okay, L0 x into f of x naught, L1 x into f of x1, L2 x into f of x2 becomes, after substituting all these values, becomes P2x equal to 1 by 3 of x square minus 4x plus 3 into f of x naught, that value is 1, plus L1x. What is L1x? What is L1x? 1 by 2, 1 by 2 of 3x minus x square into f of x1, that is, what is that, 3 value, plus 1 by 6 x square minus x, and this is 55 f of 2, right? After simplification, you will get the polynomial as 8x square minus 6x plus 1. Equation 2 is the required Lagrange polynomial. Okay, and what is the error now? We have the error bound. We have the error bound given by, what is the error? I have taken as E2, quadratic. E2 of f of x, bound means modulus is less than or equal to 1 by 3 factorial. And what is this? Maximum of, what is the interval? x naught less than or equal to x less than or equal to x2, like this, of what? Mod x minus x naught, x minus x1, x minus x2. Okay, and what is this is m3, where, what is m3? m3 is maximum of modulus of f triple dash x, right? Maximum of f triple dash x, where between x naught less than or equal to x less than or equal to x3. Okay, right? So what is the maximum value? m3 value, you calculate this m3 value, otherwise keep as it is. What is f triple dash x? Already f triple dash x becomes what? 0, I think, right? F double dash x, this is p2 of x. So this is quadratic expression. Right? And what is the triple derivative? m3 becomes what? m3 means maximum over this f triple dash of quadratic polynomial 0. So in this case, you don't mention f. That means there is no error at all. In this expression. So, and what is the maximum value of this expression? What is this value? See, maximum value of mod x minus x naught. X minus x naught means what? 0. X minus x1 means what? 1. X minus x2 means what? 3. This is equal to what? X into x minus 1, x minus 3. Okay, maximum value of this in, what is the interval? Our interval 0 less than or equal to 3 exist at what point? At x equal to 2.2152. How you determine this value? Let us see. Now, how to calculate maximum value of what is that? X into x minus 1, x minus 3, right? Okay, let f of x equal to, no, don't say f of x, already f of x is there now. So let me take some g of x equal to x into x minus 1, x minus 3, that is equal to x into x square minus 4x plus 3, right? So this is x cube minus 4x square plus 3x. And what is the, for maxima and minima, what is the condition? For maxima or minima, what is the necessary condition? The necessary condition is the necessary condition is your intermediate level first derivative must be equal to 0, right? So what is g dash x? G dash x is what? 3x square minus 8x plus 3 equals to 0. So what are the roots for this equation? Minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac minus 4ac by 2a, that is 6. So x equal to what? 8 plus or minus under root of 28, right, by 6. So this is 8 plus or minus, this value is 5 point something, right? 5.353. For example, if I substitute 9, 15, 15, 25, 26, 27, so 5.4 approximately by 6. This is 13.4 by 6, or this is with plus sign, and minus 8 minus 5.4 means 3.4 by 6. So approximately this is what? 2.2 something, 2.2 something, right? So at this point maximum value exists. At this point maximum exists with what is the condition? Maximum value means what? G double dash x must be less than 0 at this point. This is the procedure to find maximum value of this x into x minus 1, x minus 3. So finally, therefore, what is mod e2 of f of x? Mod e2 of f of x less than or equal to 1 by 6 of what? Maximum value is 2.2152 into m3 So this value is finally 0.3521 m3. This is error bound, is the error bound. Okay, note. What is the note here? What is the polynomial we are getting? Quadratic polynomial. 8x square minus 6x plus 1 is the quadratic polynomial. Right? And what is f triple dash x means what? p2 triple dash x, right? And what is p2 dash? This is 16x minus 6. What is p2 double dash? 16. And what is p2 triple dash x? 0. p2 triple dash x 0. Therefore, what is m3 actually? Maximum of f triple dash. What is this value? 0. Therefore, the error is 0. For quadratic polynomial. The error is 0 for quadratic polynomial. Okay, this is one more idea. Next problem is let us take this problem. The following values of the function f of x equal to sin x plus cosine x are given. What is the data? X versus f of x is given. 10 degrees, 20 degrees, 30 degrees, 1.1585, 1.2817, 1.3660. This is the data. Construct the quadratic interpolating polynomial. That fits the data. Hence find f of pi by 12. Okay, this is the problem. Let us take this one also. Compare with exact value. Okay, and solution. First thing, what is the given data? X naught is 10 degrees. F of x naught is what? 1.1585, right? Next, x1 is 20 degrees. F of x1 is what? 1.2817. Okay, and x2 is what? 30 degrees, and f of x2 is what? 1.3660, and one more. Let us convert, since the required is in terms of radians. Let us convert radians. Now convert the degrees to radians. To get the final answer in terms of radians. What is the first one? X naught equal to 10 degrees. 10 degrees means what? Pi by 18 radians. Pi by 18 radians. So this is 0.1745. Next one, what is x1? X1 is what? 20 degrees. 20 means what? Pi. 180 by 20 means 9. 180 by 9, 20 degrees, right? Therefore, and pi means 3.14 something. After substituting, this is 3491. And x2 is what? 30 degrees. Today 30 degrees, 180 by 6, pi by 6, and in terms of radians, 0.5236. substitute, what is the pi value? 3.1416. okay, that value. These are in terms of radians. X naught values. Now instead of 10, 20, 30, I have to consider 0.17, this one and this one. These are the values of x naught, x1 and x2. Therefore, the quadratic Lagrange's polynomial is what is the formula? P2 of x equal to L naught x into f of x naught, L1 x into f of x1, L2 of x into f of x2. This is equation 1, where what is L naught x? Same, the formula x minus x1, x minus x2 by, replace x by x naught minus x2. This is x1. okay, and this value is x minus 0.3491, x minus 0.5236 in terms of radians we are calculating, and this value minus 0.1746 after subtracting, and this is 3491. So L naught x is 16.4061 into x square 0.8727x 0.1828. this is L naught x. okay, next L1x, this is x minus x naught, x minus x2, and replace x by x1 minus x2, and this value is, this is equal to x minus 0.1745, x minus 0.5236 by x1 minus x0. the value is 0.46, and this value is 0.1745, and this entire value is equal to, this implies L1x is equal to minus 32.8616 x square minus 0.6981x plus 0.0914. now coming to L2. L2 of x equal to x minus x naught, x minus x1, replace x by x2 in denominator, so x2 minus x naught, x2 minus x1. this value is x minus 0.1745, x minus 0.3491, and subtracting these values 91 and 0.1745. this implies L2 of x equal to 16.4155 multiplied by x square minus 0.5236x plus 0.0609. 0609. Therefore equation 1 implies, what is equation 1? Lagrange's polynomial p2x equal to, what is this? L0 x into f of x0, L1 x into f of x1 plus L2 x into f of x2 implies p2 of x equal to 16.4061 x square minus 0.8727x plus 0.1828 multiplied by f of x0. What is its value? 1585 plus L1 is what? Minus 32.8616 x square minus 0.6981x plus 0.0914 and f of x1 is 1.2817 plus L2 value is what? 16.4155 x square minus 0.5236x plus 0.0609 and f of x2 value 1.3660 and finally p2 of x after simplification is minus 0.6887 x square plus 1.0751x plus 0.9903 is the required polynomial, is the required quadratic polynomial, and hence find, what is the question? Therefore f of pi by 2 is nothing but p2 of pi by 2, that is nothing but p2 of 0.2618. substitute pi value 3.14, that value, and this is equal to minus 0.6887.2618 square plus 1.0751 into 0.2618 plus 0.9903. this implies or equal to, this value is 1.2246. Now the exact value of, in the question it is given, compare with exact value of f of x equal to, what is that? Sin x plus cos x at x equal to pi by 2 is f of pi by 2 is equal to sin pi by 2 plus cos pi by 2, sin pi by 2 plus cos pi by 2, pi by 12, not 2, pi by 12, this is okay, pi by 12, okay. This is sin 0.2618 plus cosine 0.2618 and its value is 1.2247. okay, this is exact value, this is approximate value, this is one more problem based on Lagrange's interpolating polynomial. okay, now generalization of Newton's divide difference formula. What is that? Newton's divided difference interpolation. General formula. Previously we have derived the linear interpolator problem. We have already derived Newton's divided difference interpolation of linear type given by what is a polynomial? One can write p of x equal to linear polynomial p of x equal to, what is that? F of x naught plus x minus x naught into the first divided difference, right, where f of this x naught comma x1 is equal to what? F of x1 minus f of x naught by x1 minus x naught is the first divided difference, okay. This is the main formula. And what is this formula? This is the first divided difference. Remember this, first divided difference. Now to generalize means we have to find more number of points, n plus 1 points. If we have taken, then I have to derive nth degree Newton's divided difference interpolating polynomial. Now let us see. Now to get higher order differences, higher order divided differences, this is the first order divided difference. Let us take higher order divided difference. What is that? The second divided difference is given by one can write this one, f of second means what? How many points? I have to consider 3 points, x0, x1, x2. Remember how to write this. First write f of the first divide difference between x1 and x2, between these two, minus next divide difference is between these two, that is x0, x1 by what is the length, complete length, x2 minus x0 by x2 minus x0. This is second divide difference. Once again, f of x0, x1, x2 is equal to f of, first write these two, x1, x2, minus next write these two, x0 and x1 by total length of the interval x2 minus x0. Now let us substitute what is this f of x1, x2 and what is this f of x1 by using this formula, first divide difference. What is first one? F of x1 minus x2 means what? If possible I will write here only. This is what? F of x2 minus f of x1 by x2 minus x1 minus what is f of x0, x1? F of x1 minus f of x0 by x1 minus x0 whole by what is this? X2 minus x0, isn't it? X2 minus x0. This is the first one, divide difference. This is the next divide difference. Now let me simplify this clearly. This is implies f of x0, x1, x2 is equal to, I will write x2 minus x0 outside, okay. Then what is this? F of x2 minus f of x1 by x2 minus x1 minus f of x1 minus f of x0 by x1 minus x0 by x1 minus x0. So this, let me take one by one, f of x2, f of x1 and f of x0. First multiplied by f of x2. So what is f of x2 by what? X2 minus x0, x2 minus x1. Next f of x1, there are two terms, f of x1 is here and here. So f of x1 by x2 minus x0 will be there, and remaining terms are what? Both are minus, already minus is common, therefore 1 by x2 minus x1 plus 1 by x1 minus x0, the quotients of this f of x1 by x2 minus x0 quotients, plus, and lastly f of x0 term by what is this? X2 minus x0, x1 minus x0, x1 minus x0. After simplification, what are we are getting? This implies f of x0, x1, x2 equal to, see how to remember. Let me start with f of x0. F of x0 by, write the differences, x0 minus x1, x0 minus x2, This is over plus. Next, f of x1. After simplification, f of x1. So write the differences x1 minus x0, x1 minus x2. Next, plus f of x2 term by, write the differences x2 minus x0, x2 minus x1. This is the second divide difference. Okay. Now in general, similarly you can write third divide difference f of x0, x1, x2, x3. Okay. In general, I will write in general the what is this f of x0, x1, x2 and so on, xk minus 1, xk. What is this one? Second divide difference, and this is kth divide difference. Kth divided difference is equal to what? How to write? I have told you, first consider this. So this is equal to what? F of x1, x2 and so on, xk minus, next you consider this up to here, right? So what is this? F of x0, x1, x2 and so on, xk minus 1 whole by, what is the length of the interval, complete interval? Xk minus x0, and in terms of function value, the nth divided difference can be written as what is this nth divided difference? F of x0, x1, x2 and so on, what? Xn in terms of function value. See, not open bracket, this is closed bracket. This is the notation of divide difference. What is the first one? F of x0 by x0 minus x1, x0, I will write two terms, f of x0 by x0 minus x1, x0 minus x2 and so on, x0 minus xn, first term. And second term, f of x1 by x1 minus x0, x1 minus x2 and so on, x1 minus xn. And lastly, plus f of xn by xn minus x0, xn minus x1 and so on, xn minus xn minus 1. So in general, I can write this as f of x0, x1 and so on, xn is equal to summation I equal to 0 to n, right? What is the numerator? F of xi by this denominator is what? Product of how many terms? N terms. Product of n terms. So this is product, indicates pi. Pi stands for product. Xi minus xj. And what is this? J equal to 0 to where? Up to n, and I not equal to j. And both I and j rise from 0 to n. This is the nth divide difference general formula. Now let us take tabular representation. Of divided differences. Now what are the data points? Let me consider only 3 data points to understand the concept clearly. x0, x1, x2 and x3. x0, x1, x2, x3. And what are the function values here? F of x0, you write here x versus f, right? And this is f of x1, this is f of x2, and this is f of x3. Okay. I will write first divided difference. Okay, first divided difference. This is what? F of, in between these two, in between f of x0 and f of x1, right here. Okay, this is x0 comma x1. You know what is this value? Okay, no need to write. What is this? If I want to write f of x1 minus f of x0 by x1 minus x0. Okay, and in between these two, f of x1 and f of x2, right here, what is the difference? This is x1 x2. What are the points here? What are the points here? This is x1 and x2 point. And what is the first divide difference here? The points are x2 and x3. Therefore f of x2 x3, this is the first divide difference. Okay, coming to second divide difference. Second divide difference, right in between these two, this one and this one, in between these two, what is this difference? F of how many points? x0 x1 x1 x2. So total points are x0 x1 x2. You know what is the formula, just we have derived this. And here the next divide difference, what are the points? x1 x2 and x3, right? So this is f of x1 x2 x3. This is our next third divided difference. Third divided difference, in between these two you have to write how many points? x0 x1 x2 and x3. So f of x0 x1 x2 x3, this is the divided difference table. Divided difference table for the length, for divided difference table for the data, of length. How much? What is the length? 0 to 3, 1 2 3 4, 4 of length, 4. x0 to x3 means 4 data points are there. So up to I am getting third divided differences.